Right now, the West Midlands is changing faster than it has in years. Across Birmingham, Coventry, Wolverhampton and Solihull, huge projects are happening at the same time, with the billions of pounds being invested into city centres, housing and transport. Some are just getting started, and some will shape how the region looks for decades. So let's walk through what's actually being built, where the money is going, and why all of this is happening now. Because none of this has happened by chance, a lot of it is actually connected. Right now, Birmingham is in the middle of a massive reset, with over £6 billion being poured into the city centre and East Birmingham at the same time. The biggest piece of this is Birmingham Smithfield, a £1.9 billion rebuild of the old wholesale markets, which is being turned into a brand new part of the city with more than 3,000 new homes, new public spaces, shops, workspaces and a permanent home for the markets people already use. Construction is already starting to move forward, with major build works kicking off from 2025 into 2026, and this is running well into the 2030s. At the same time, the area has Curzon Street Station, which is being reshaped because of HS2, with around £724 million committed to turning land around the station into new neighbourhoods where people can actually live and work, not just pass through. Over time, this opens the door to thousands of new homes and tens of thousands of jobs, while reconnecting parts of the city that have been cut off for years. And then there's East Birmingham, where plans are in place for a new Birmingham FC stadium and a sports quarter, a project priced at roughly £3 billion, which goes far beyond football. The idea is to bring major investment into areas that haven't seen it for decades, create long-term employment, and use sport and events as a driver for wider regeneration. When you step back, this isn't just about one development, it's about how Birmingham is reshaping itself for the next generation, using things like housing, transport and long-term investment to change how the city actually works for the people who live there. Coventry City Centre is changing in a big way right now. The main project driving this is the Coventry City Centre South, a redevelopment worth around £450 million. There's already seeing new buildings knocked down and land cleared. The idea is to replace old shopping blocks and car parks with a new part of the city where people actually live. Over time, this will bring around 1,500 new homes into the city centre, along with new streets, public spaces and places to eat and things to do. Demolition has already started in 2025, the first home should be ready for 2027, and work will carry on into the early 2030s. Alongside that, the area around Coventry Station, known as Friargate Coventry, keeps growing as a business area, with offices and hotels already open and more still coming. There's also money going into culture, including turning the old IKEA building into a new creative space to bring more people into the city centre. This is about making the city centre work again, bringing people back to live there, creating new jobs and making Coventry feel busier and more alive day to day. Wolverhampton is going through a pretty big transformation right now, especially in its city centre, with a mix of housing and public space projects aimed at bringing life back to the heart of the city. The biggest scheme is called Smithfield, which is planned to create up to 1,000 new homes, plus shops, cafes and open spaces on around 12 acres of brownfield land in the centre. Work on the first 331 homes started recently and should be ready around 2027, with the wider neighbourhood rolling out over the next few years, and this is expected to spark more investment and footfall in the core of the city. At the same time, the £150 million Canal South project has been underway since early 2025, on land that has stood empty for about 15 years, and is turning that area into 500 new homes with green spaces and commercial spots, with housing becoming ready in the middle of 2026, and the whole scheme moving forward towards completion over the next few years. All of this is being done to give people new places to live, making the city centre feel more safer and more active, create jobs and training opportunities, support local shops and businesses, and make Wolverhampton a place that feels more welcoming to residents, visitors and new investors. Solihull is seeing some big changes, both in the town centre and around the HS2 area. In the middle of town, the plan is to completely rebuild Mall Square, which is expected to be a multi-100 million pound project. The idea is to replace old shopping buildings with around 1,600 new homes, plus new places to eat, spend time and meet up. Building work is expected to start from 2026 and roll on way into the 2030s. For people who live there locally, this means more homes in a good location, more jobs in the town centre, and a place that feels busy and safe instead of quiet once the shop's shut. Just outside the town centre, there's an even bigger project called Arden, which is worth around £3.2 billion. This sits next to the HS2 interchange and is planned as a brand new district with homes, workspaces and public space. It's being built over the next 20 to 30 years and is meant to bring in thousands of new jobs, attract new companies and make it easier for people to work closer to home. With HS2, Birmingham Airport and the NEC right next door, this is about giving people better access to jobs, better transport and long-term investment that should benefit Solihull for decades. HS2 is one of the projects that links all this regeneration together across the Midlands, and it's also the most expensive. The project is currently costed at around £40 billion, with construction already well underway and the first HS2 services into Birmingham expected in early 2030s. In Birmingham, HS2 arrives at Birmingham Curzon Street, a brand new city centre station that's unlocking billions of pounds of regeneration around East Birmingham, including Smithfield, Digbeth and new housing and jobs right next to the station. This area is already seeing public and private investment flowing in because the station is being built. Then there's Birmingham Interchange, which is also under construction and is expected to open around the same time as Curzon Street. This station connects HS2 directly to Birmingham Airport, the NEC and Solihull, and it's the reason projects like Arden Cross exist at all. That area alone is valued at £3 billion and is expected to be built over the next 20 to 30 years, bringing in new jobs, homes and long-term investment into Solihull. For places like Coventry and Wolverhampton, HS2 physically doesn't stop there, but it still changes how those cities work. Faster journeys into Birmingham make city centre living more realistic. This helps attract investment and make local regeneration projects stack up financially. When you add existing rail lines, tram extensions and future rapid transit feeding into the HS2 station, it becomes the backbone of the whole region, making it one connected system, where a £40 billion rail line is driving regeneration, housing and jobs across Birmingham, Solihull, Coventry and Wolverhampton over the next few decades. West Midlands, when you look at it all together, it's clear that this isn't separate projects happening by chance. Birmingham, Coventry, Wolverhampton and Solihull are all changing at the same time because they're now linked. HS2 is what connects it all, making it easier to travel, helping investment make sense and opening up city centres for new homes and jobs. This is not just about new buildings going up, it's about whether people can live closer to work, whether town centres feel busy again, and whether the region grows in a way that actually benefits everyday life. What's built over the next few decades will shape how the West Midlands works for a long time to come. If you enjoyed this video and you want more videos just like this, make sure that you like the video, subscribe to my channel and comment your thoughts on this in the comments below. At the time this video goes out, I would have hit 1,000 subscribers. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that subscribed, as this will give me the opportunity to create more videos just like this for the long term. And if you want to find out more about my channel and check out previous videos, then check out these two videos right next to me.